831vibe.com. It's your boy, the one and only Chinky Eye. And we got a very special guest with us, the creators of UCE Juice, local 831 family. We created an energy juice, not an energy drink. Questions I have for you guys. First of all, how you guys doing today?
Good. Doing good, man.
All right, representing 831 Marina, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So, I guess my first question that really, when I did some research online about you guys, that really drew me to wanting to interview you guys was why the beverage? Because, especially nowadays, everybody's a rapper. Everybody can print up T-shirts. Everybody wants to do all that independent hustle like that. It really impressed me that y'all was doing something like this juice. Like, what was the inspiration behind actually doing the juice rather than what everybody else is doing with the music stuff? And not saying that you don't do that too, but how this became your focal point.
Yeah. Well, honestly, to me, I just looked at everything, and it was everybody kind of stays in the box. A lot of people don't want to take that step outside the box. So how this whole thing started was it was pretty funny because me and my buddy, we like working out. So we get money, and he likes to drink coffee before he gets started. Me, on the other hand, I don't drink coffee. I just like to get going. I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to get right. And then he said, he brings up a joke. He said, "Man, it's no fair. Islanders got that all natural strength and energy."
It is true. you know that.
and then he says, "Samoans come out the womb lifting weights." And then that right there, just from a joke, it sparked a thought in my mind. And I said, "Wait a second. Man, I think I should make a drink." He said, "Huh?" I said, "I should make a drink and call it UCE Juice." And he started laughing. We started playing around with it. And as the months rolled on, it got a little bit more serious. I said, there might be some potential with this idea.
Yeah.
And that's really how it all spawned. Like, it came from that, a joke.
That's awesome. Some of the best ideas come from stuff like that. And so then at what point did you bring it into the family? Like, what point did you say, listen, this combo happened with me and my homeboy, but I really want to do this, and then you brought the fam in, and then, how did that work out?
So, in 2010, I got a little bit more serious because that happened in 2007.
Okay.
I started, Googling, researching, doing my homework just on the beverage industry. And then I realized that it really is about marketing, and it really is about a niche. If you have a niche, then you can really do some things. Yeah. So I looked at all the big competitors, Red Bull, Gatorade, Coca-Cola. I read all their stories, and then other drinks in the beverage industry. And I said, man, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. So I got all these guys involved, and I said, hey man, if we only live once, well, let's live. Let's just not be extras in our own movie. Let's be the starting actor. And that's what it is. They seen something in this product, this idea, this dream, and they really wanted to challenge themselves to be better.
Yeah.
And that's really what UCE Juice is about, motivating and inspiring others. Because if we can do it, we were on the couch a year ago. Now look what we have. We started our own business. We got our product. We selling. We in a couple of accounts. And, it's just going on from there. And we're just excited that we get the opportunity to not only come here and talk to others about our product and our journey.
That's awesome, man. What do you like? So let me ask, the other guys. So what do you guys bring to the table when as a family and as a team, as a unit? You say, okay, listen, this is what I'll do for the squad or for the movement, for the thing. So if you guys could just briefly tell me all what do you bring to the table? What's your forte and how to make this become a reality? Because it definitely does take a team. You know what I mean? Ain't no one person doing nothing.
Takes a village.
Yeah. So Jeremy, go ahead and holler at me. Like, what do you do?
Well, I'm a part of the social media team.
Humongous.
Yeah, I help out with the Instagram as well as take ownership of the Facebook. And I'm also part of the marketing team as well. Try to find new ways to market and pretty much promote our product.
Yeah. So give a shout out real quick. What are your social media tags? Like your Facebook? Tell me your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitters, and all that.
Okay, our Facebook is UCE Juice. That's UCE Juice, JUICE. Our Instagram is at UCE Juice LLC, UCE JUICE LLC. And Twitter is the same as well, UCE Juice LLC. So yeah, follow us, man. Join the movement.
Definitely follow them. And then Pi, like, where you come in?
I'm Pi. I'm part of the sales team. I'm one of the sales reps, and so my job every day, I'm up about 8:30. I'm going to check on our 2 accounts, stocking the coolers, trying to get accounts, see how much we're moving daily.
Yeah.
So just like I said, I check it 2 times a day, usually in the morning about 8:30, about 5:30 in the afternoon, bring the numbers back, how much we're moving out of both of our accounts. And so that's basically what I do. I do all the sales things. The reason I'm with the sales because I like to talk to people.
Right.
I mean, I've worked in retail stores like Shell, and so it was to our advantage. I mean, I was able to talk to people. I was able to actually get us that upper hand to help us get into Shell because that's one of our accounts. You know what I mean? And so that's basically everything I do. I'm with the sales division.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
Huge. We know security back here. somebody run up with an ocean. They couldn't catch the beats. We already know my man. He's giving them the beats back there. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm just playing. I mean, Ray, right?
Yes.
Ray, and so,
Well, other than security and the martial arts, I'm actually in charge of. I'm actually in the distribution group. So basically, I'm in charge of handling inventory, keeping track of the numbers, making sure that we're not, too short or over. Just a numbers game, numbers guy, what I'm saying? But if you are looking for security,
I'll let you boy. And Will.
Yeah, I'm actually part of the marketing team.
Okay.
I also run the social network, the Twitter account. So I still have a 9 to 5, so I'm pretty much doing both. So
Yeah.
what I'm doing with the marketing team is basically trying to push that message that we have, that positivity, and trying to inspire people of that message that we got.
That's what another thing I was going to bring up was, I'm glad you mentioned that, was that another thing that I noticed a lot of was, seeing you guys taking pictures with people like, the local fests that we've had recently and stuff. You guys are definitely pushing that vibe, that positivity, and that, healthy, alternative and stuff like that. And I think that's something, very commendable. And the reason why I asked you guys what all your role was, because I think it's really important for a lot of young entrepreneurs to understand that you do need to have a team, and for you guys to break it down and specifically what you guys do, it's a good lesson for everybody to learn that, man, you can't be successful without a good squad, So that's awesome. I respect everything you guys are doing. Where do you guys see Ooze Juice, the drink itself, and your team in 5 years, let's say?
In 5 years, we taking it global.
Nice.
I mean, we went to Hawaii this past week. I went out there, had a couple meetings with some potential power players that want Ooze Juice.
Nice.
And so all my job is to get in contact with these people, set up meetings, and then just give them the rundown about our product. And their job is to relay the message to their connections so we can get it to different regions, different markets faster. So they're working on that out there in Hawaii already. And we've been contacted by New Zealand, Australia, all the Polynesian islands, our own homeland of Samoa, Hawaii, even Germany, New York, all throughout the Midwest, down south, and then, of course, the West Coast. So it's just been humbling that just by word of mouth, social media, the new word of mouth, sorry about that, it's caught on like wildfire. And so we know we're on a mission, and it's going to take some time, but we expect great things out of our product just because we understand that it's a one step at a time grind, and we're willing to take those steps.
That's awesome. Yeah, like you said, that social media is such a powerful tool, but you could also be lazy with it and not do nothing for you. So, definitely, it's like, back in the day when MCs was selling out the trunk, you could have a trunk for decades, you paid for it, but if you wasn't stopping at every place, popping that trunk and selling them, same thing with being on that social media, you guys got to stay on it. Yes. I noticed when I was online checking you guys out, you guys have like a contest that you were, your social media contest. I thought that was cool. I really liked that a lot. Where you were opening it up to all your followers because you're getting ready to open up a third account, and you were asking them, where do you guys want to have this third account? And I thought that was brilliant for the simple fact that, no matter where you end up picking it, you're going to make people happy because some people going to say Seaside when they live in Seaside. Exactly. Marina, Salinas, and all that kind of stuff. So how's that going? You getting a good response with that? A lot of people, kind of, I know it's kind of new. You guys kind of just put that out. But I thought that was pretty cool. So people responding pretty well to that?
Yeah, we got a decent amount. What's funny is that I think we got more comments from people out of the area.
Yeah, I noticed that. People in Hawaii like, where's that in Hawaii? You're like, that's not really what we can do right now. I noticed that. They just want it. Yeah, that's cool. Can't blame them. Is there a lot of Is it harder? Obviously, well, I'm sure it is because you can't just go cruise up to Hawaii and put them in the store. Like that. What kind of feedback have you been getting from stores locally when you walk in and show them your product and stuff? Have they been?
Well, I can honestly tell you, right? Well, we've been in Shell. About 3 weeks before we even opened the account there. You know, I used to work there, and I was bringing it in, hooking up all my employees with them, and I mean, instantly fell in love with the product. You know, my manager, man, I want this right now. But it took some time, and I mean, within our first weekend in Shell, it was very humbling to find out we were the #1 seller in the store within the first week. Brand new product, you know what I mean? It's just very humbling. It is. Yeah. Sometimes there's no words to say about it, you know what I mean? It's just like, wow, you know what I mean? It's amazing.
Do you guys have plans for other flavors and stuff?
Yeah, it comes later on down the line. First, you want to see if this sticks. And, you know, we're only 2 months in of selling product. So it's in due time, you know, it will come, and we have ideas, but, you know, when that time does come, then you'll see it.
No, that's cool. I mean, it's funny because I do know that you guys this is still, like you said, a few months, you know, in, but you guys, the way you know, hold yourselves and just the way that people talk about it seems like you guys have been doing this for a while. Another question I have, one last question I wanted to ask you is, because I did notice it's not an energy drink with the caffeine and the B12 vitamins and all that kind. I mean, you know, how is your like, what is your take on health and the youth, you know, and the reason why you chose to go with a juice rather than you know, something that, you know, the kids will, you know, buy a rock star, you know what I mean?
Right.
So health and youth, like, what is that, you know, why did you choose to do the juice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so initially we started off with the energy drink just because Samoans are strong, natural strength and all that. And we see in the market, energy drinks are booming.
Right.
And then we started to see that the market was headed in a different direction, that more health-conscious consumers were looking for something healthy. Yeah. So we had to pivot. And then we realized that 8 out of 10 Samoan or Polynesian people are obese. And then 1 out of 3 Americans are obese. So we said to ourselves, well, you know what? We could easily go this route, but let's provide something, a healthy alternative for them. Because it does matter to us what people are putting in their bodies. Because it does us no good if, you know, you put out a drink and then somebody OD over, like, you know, the energy drinks.
You know, even the Samoans, you know, you said they become their obese. And so if you're providing something that they feel proud of because the name's on it, and you're giving them some, you know, something that's not super healthy, that's very respectful, very respectful. Well, you know, man, I really appreciate y'all coming. Now, the last question I'm going to ask you guys, and I hope you guys can answer. Well, I know you can answer, but I'm going to ask everybody that comes through this 8315 session that we have is what makes you 831?
What makes me 831?
What makes y'all 831?
What makes us all 831? Well, I just want to show this if we can get a close-up, man. Marina, California. There we go. If you can get it, read that.
That's right.
That's 831. That's Marina, California. That's us.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. That's it's the movement. Well, have a lot of respect for you guys. Anything you ever need from us, 8315, you know, we're gonna put you guys up and you know, make sure that, you know, we get these in all the stores out here because it's very important it's just important to have young entrepreneurs, you know, succeed because that's the only way that we can, you know, we can do this, man. People obviously want to look at us as, you know, youngsters and maybe we not wear suits all the time and we're not in business and, you know, board meetings and stuff, but, you know, just wanted to say I respect y'all and, you know, we're going to keep y'all pushing and stuff. So anyways, Loose Juice guys, 8315.com, your boy Chinky Eye. Woo. All right, man.
That's what's up, man.
Good job, you guys.
That, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, man.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Appreciate you.
All right, man, for sure.
Hey, that was on the fly too. I was like, well, all right.
I just kind of came with that last thing. I'm going to ask everybody.
That's right there.
Yeah, that was cool right there.
I was like, he's like, this thing.
Hey, well,
You know?
because a lot of people when we come across them, are like, oh, you guys are really from here?
Yeah.
And then we go like this. Yeah, you see this? Oh man.